Who is Andiswa Mengo? Andiswa Mengo is a judicial secretary who became widely known for her allegations of sexual harassment against Eastern Cape Judge President Selby Mbenenge. Her case has drawn significant attention to issues of power dynamics, accountability, and the treatment of women in the judiciary, particularly in male-dominated environments. Mengo's testimony before the Judicial Service Commission tribunal was pivotal in shedding light on the challenges women face in the workplace, including harassment and the fear of retaliation for speaking out. As a single mother, she has demonstrated resilience in balancing her professional responsibilities with her family life, further emphasizing the personal stakes involved in her fight for justice. Her actions have sparked important discussions about the need for systemic reforms to address harassment and support victims, making her a significant figure in the ongoing movement for gender equality and accountability in professional settings.
We need to look at what's been happening in the judiciary, and I don't mean from legal matters necessarily. The complainant in the sexual harassment case against Eastern Cape Judge President Selby Mbenenge became emotional during her testimony. Andiswa Mengo continued to detail conversations between herself and Mbenenge at the Judicial Conduct Tribunal. Earlier this week, she had detailed how he sent her explicit messages in June 2021, which did include a picture of his private parts. Now, if found guilty, Mbenenge could be impeached.
Please turn to page 1249. Then in response to your picture of the assignment and you requesting him to write you an introduction for GBV, he forwarded to you a picture at 9:15 that evening. Is that correct?
Yes, he sent this message.
Please describe that photo.
I must say, though, that we can see it
Thank you.
ourselves.
How did that picture that you received of this lady sitting there make you feel?
Can I get a moment, Chair, please?
The sexual harassment allegations. In 2023, Andiswa Mengo filed a formal complaint against Judge President Selby Mbenenge, alleging that he had subjected her to repeated sexual harassment over a period of 15 months. The allegations detailed a troubling pattern of behavior that included inappropriate communication. Mengo reported receiving inappropriate WhatsApp messages from Mbenenge, which began as neutral but escalated to sexual in nature. Persistent demands. She faced ongoing demands for personal photographs and requests for physical intimacy, which created a hostile work environment. Power dynamics. Despite the significant power imbalance, with Mbenenge holding a prominent judicial position, Mengo stood her ground and bravely shared her experiences before a tribunal. Mengo's testimony highlighted several key issues. Pattern of behavior. She illustrated a clear pattern of inappropriate behavior that undermined her professional integrity and well-being. Subtle rebuffs. Mengo described her attempts to subtly reject Mbenenge's advances, emphasizing the difficulty of navigating such situations when the harasser holds considerable power. Psychological impact. The psychological toll of enduring harassment while striving to maintain professionalism was a significant aspect of her testimony, revealing the emotional strain faced by victims. Mengo's courageous actions not only brought her closer to seeking justice, but also served as an inspiration for other women to speak out against misconduct in the workplace. Her case has become a catalyst for discussions about the need for accountability and systemic change in addressing sexual harassment, particularly in the judiciary and other professional settings.
But let's take you back to this top story. Eastern Cape High Court judge, that's Selby Mbenenge, said to be facing misconduct investigations by the Judicial Conduct Tribunal, which may lead to his impeachment. Now, this investigation arises out of a sexual harassment complaint laid against him by Judge's Secretary Andiswa Mengo, who works in the Eastern Cape High Court. It's the first time that a tribunal will be probing some of these claims. Watching developments is our reporter Kenny Mapanga, who joins us now live from the venue where this is going to take place. And Kenny, this is precedent-setting in many ways.
Indeed, good morning to you, Ayanda, and to the viewers at home. As you've correctly stated, this is a historic first that the tribunal will be formally probing allegations of sexual harassment against a top judge of the Eastern Cape Division of the High Court, that is Judge President Selby Mbenenge. At 10 a.m. this morning, you will see that process begin. As we stand right now, Ayanda, there was a December 2024 ruling based on Section 29 of the JC Act, which basically doesn't allow the media to cover certain aspects of the testimony or evidence that will be heard here with respect to the evidence that will be in dispute by Judge President Mbenenge. We understand that these allegations center around interactions, unwanted, unwelcome interactions between in-person communication as well as electronic communication through WhatsApp messages. But to elaborate further on this historic probe that will take place, which really speaks to the scourge of gender-based violence and then, of course, the important issue of sexual harassment in the workplace. We're seeing an employee coming up, addressing this issue, a very brave task taken against a very senior judge president, someone who's been on the bench since 2015, considered to be senior in the judiciary as a whole, and has enjoyed silk status before that and acting stints in the legal profession, if we can put it that way. So I think where we can start is I think there's an understanding now, despite the ruling that Judge Bernard Nwep made, that he's an individual that represents the judiciary as a whole, and there is a fear that certain allegations may cast aspersions or doubts on the judiciary, and as a result, the media was only allowed to cover certain aspects. But we understand that Judge President Mbenenge has backtracked on that and now said that it's okay to cover the entire proceedings. Is that your understanding as well?
Andiswa Mengo's testimony before the tribunal provided a detailed account of her experiences with Judge President Selby Mbenenge, illustrating the complexities of navigating harassment in a workplace characterized by significant power imbalances. Key points from Mengo's testimony: fear of retaliation. Mengo expressed that the vast power disparity between herself and Mbenenge instilled a fear of losing her job. This fear influenced her attempts to rebuff his advances in a way that would not provoke retaliation. Father's Day message. On June 21, 2021, Mengo sent Mbenenge a message wishing him a happy Father's Day at around 6 a.m. When questioned by evidence leader Salome Sheepers about why she initiated this exchange, Mengo explained, "Because he is a father after all." Mbenenge responded politely, thanking her for the message. Mengo clarified that she often sent similar messages to colleagues, including other judges, indicating that her intention was not to flirt, but rather to maintain a professional rapport. Inappropriate content. During the same week, Mengo received a message that she recalled as depicting a man and woman engaged in oral sex, which Mbenenge subsequently deleted. In response, she used a row of laughing face emojis, but also expressed to him that he was making her feel shy. When Mbenenge inquired about her embarrassment, she replied, "Do you see yourself?" This exchange highlights the discomfort she felt while trying to navigate the inappropriate nature of his messages. Strategic responses. Mengo explained her choice to respond with laughter rather than a written complaint, believing it was a safer route. She articulated her feelings of embarrassment and indicated that it would be more effective to confront him in person, stating that it would be better if they were facing each other. This comment reflects her desire to address the inappropriate nature of his communications directly, despite the risks involved. The case continues.